Welcome back to Atwood's Garage. Working on the rear steer axle again. Stick around, let's see what we've got accomplished. Alright everyone, I'm working on the rear steer axle again. Let's see where we have got the knuckle completely welded, and I've got my lower control arm link and seat or coil seat fabricated. Got it all welded on. I gotta get all the grinding dust off. I got the truss capped and welded. Now I need to continue on and get onto this side. That's why I've got her spun around. Still got stuff to do around the back yet. I'm also looking at how I'm going to get seals into the axle tubes for the, so it seals up like a Dana. I had some seals, or excuse me, a setup similar to how Seals It does it, because I didn't see them have any sort of Sterling setup. So now that I've actually tore into this axle, I made some certain assumptions. There are differences. I don't know if you can see. There's a bump out, it narrows down about 2 inches in, and there's a rib that runs down the leading edge on the front. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet. So that's we got to continue working on that. Also, we got to prep this tube up on this side. It still needs a lot of work done. I did get the axle cut down, so I do have my second C, the knuckle, and what's left of the Dana 60 over here. I'll pull the carrier out of it and then keep the side gears just in case. I'm not sure how I'm going to spline the inner shafts yet. I do have a welded Sterling open carrier, and if I can get a second one, I'll fit it up to run the Dana 60 gears inside of it, the side gears into it. Here you can machine them to fit, and then you weld it in and make it a solid axle. I'm not sure how I'm going to go with that yet. I'm just trying to cover my options. So got a lot done, especially getting that axle cut apart. That's always a good time. I did buy a portaband, and that made life a lot easier than just hacking away at it with a sawzall and a cutoff wheel. So stick around. Up next, until I get that seat done over there, I'm pretty much done over here. So I'll probably end up prepping this up, welding in these divots from the old, for what rotted out, and get them cleaned up. The next is I need to make pieces to fit in here, here, and here to beef up the leading edge of my truss here, because it's kind of thin and that doesn't really fit in really well. And I want to clean that up because that's where the mounts for the ram are going to be. I'm going to make this a front mounted ram rear steer axle. I've already got it set up here to let me get the knuckle put on and get this spring put on. Excuse me. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, welcome back. All right, for the fun of it, I cut the seal out of this short side here because the seals were junk anyway. I still have yet to break down the shafts off the hubs. But anyway, stuck the hub in there for the fun. That's what it looks like. And I want to do a high steer because the ram's going to be right in here. So it's going to come across right in here, and I'm definitely got to do a high steer. I don't think, let me get my spring here. Let's see here. Make sure I get this set right. Come on. Settle on in there. Put you down here for a second. Oh, sorry guys. Forgot, I can't do that. Hang on. Need an extra hand here. prop that spring up. There. Now the spring is leaning out right now, but it does actually leans in about an inch. I'm going to run it up right through the frame rails on the back. I'm afraid I was hoping you to go completely on the outside, and just the width just isn't there. So it's up through the frame. I'm going to have to, my rear frame is 2x4 box steel. I cut a big 6-inch hole in the middle of it, all the way up, and build a piece to weld back in its place. I need the 4 inches. Otherwise, I'm only roughly about 14 from the top of the axle to the bottom of the frame rail at the moment. These springs are 22. I'm about an inch off the axle now, so that means 13 inches. So I go that route, it gets me roughly 17, and that's a 22-inch spring, and that's a 4-inch lift. I'm not sure if it is going to be too much or not as far as length. Two options: I can go find myself a set of stock front coils for a Cherokee, or I can go rear coils off a Gladiator, or rear coils off a ZJ, or whatever. I got a lot of options, but it won't set up for coils. So anyway, back to that. The Rams needs mounts about out here to get in front of the pumpkin. So we'll reinforce here, all the way across in here. Build mounts for the Ram. In theory, Ram should come, right, sit right through here. But as you can see, where my steering arm is right now, I am going to hit the coil. So I want to come in and out. I want to come forward an inch, maybe an inch and a half or somewhere, but get my tie rod somewhere out in here, but up here. And I think I should have enough going left and going right that I will miss the coil. If not, we'll figure something else out, but that's the plan for now. Shocks, brackets welded in right here. They come in right behind and just to the outside of the frame, so they'll be up about where my hand is there. So the shocks will be running this way at a light angle, maybe 10 degrees. So that's where I am right now. Get some cardboard out, make some templates, transfer it over to Fusion, burn them out on the plasma table, and we'll get those welded in. So stick around, let's get these figured out. Alright, I think I got the pieces I want sketched out. Whoops, this one picks up. Let's head inside, get on the computer, and let's get these drawn up. Well, welcome back to Atwood's Garage here. I'm upstairs, and I have the first brace drawn up here in Fusion. I'm getting ready to transfer it downstairs to my CNC cutter. We'll see what how she comes out. It didn't take too long. I could do the other side as well. I'm gonna run out of material quick. I'm gonna have to make a run out to the steel yard. Anyways, let's head downstairs, get this loaded up on the machine, and cut. Be right back. Well, as you can hear, we're cutting. I had to update Fusion 360 down here on this computer, and it's finally got all loaded. And as you can see, we're cutting parts. Cutting the big 3-inch circle here. halfway. Finishing up the circle. Yeah, looks like we're starting on the outline. Yeah, we got a part. Oh, I see steam coming out of there. All right. Don't have a stand right now. Hang on a second. Let me get this part out of here. All right. Got the part out of the plate there. Got all cut. Knock the dross off the back. See how she fits. And looks like once I clean the edges up just a little bit, it'll be just fine. Exactly what I want. So I'll get this thing cleaned up and tacked in place, and we'll be back. Stick around. All right, Easter Sunday. Didn't get a whole lot done today, obviously being Easter. Kids are on their way over. Dinner's about ready. Anyway, got some honeydews also to do all day, so did get a little wedding done today. Well, excuse me, welding done today. Anyway, got too dark last night to really take any decent video. So I got this piece welded in. Got designed and cut that piece for that side, get it welded in. And I think I'm going to, I really didn't have the design for this to be cantilevered the way it is. So I'm going to, when I do the other side, make these come out further. And then I'll just scab in some pieces there to support the spring pocket. We'll cut some pieces here and stagger up to make a mount, and I want to put a ring around it to make a cup like that so I can get it bolted down. Anyways, like I said, not much today. It's just a short outtake here. It's like I said, it is Easter. Hope you all have a wonderful Easter with your families. Anyway, Zatwood's Garage. See you next time.